Hello, everybody. So, warm welcome to you and welcome to our webinar. So, my name is Tim Landberger. I'm a sales engineer at KACO Energy, and I will start with this presentation about commercial storage solutions. So, within this round and in this webinar, you get information about our inverters. You get information about different batteries that are compatible with that, with ZYC, BYD, and Salvuda. And at the end, you will get a presentation of the AC coupled solution multiplex from Connectica. In this solution, the speakers from Connectica will explain more, but in this solution, our inverters are integrated with a specialized EMS for vertical, and you can connect the batteries from ZYC, BYD, and Salvuda. But at the beginning, we will start with the KACO blueplanet gridsave battery inverters. So you can see a small agenda here. I will speak a little bit about KACO Energy, why we are market leader for string battery inverters, and I will give you a short product overview. After that, our partner companies, AFT Systems, will present the BYD battery. Also, Salvuda will present it by Jan, ZYC by Thomas, and Connectica by Matthias and his colleagues from Vertical, from the EMS supplier. So about KACO Energy. We have experience of 25 years of PV manufacturing. We produce our inverters in Neckarsulm in Germany, and we have a European supply chain. We have a local R&D here in Neckarsulm. Also, you will get a direct service from our side. And since 2019, we are a 100% daughter company of Siemens. And one point to say, we have a CO2 neutral production. So about the made in Germany. So here you can see an overview. 90% of the development takes place in Neckarsulm. We have sourcing of the components of nearly over 90% of the components are sourced within Europe. So the small things you can see here, rest of world, these are Asian parts, but more over 90% coming out of Europe, with a big footprint from Germany. Our production takes place also in Neckarsulm in Germany. So the complete production site here is using 100% CO2 neutral electricity. And also we improve our shipping routes, so internal logistics routes, and have been shortened and also handled by regional companies. Also, what is important at our times is cybersecurity. So we following international standards like the ISO and IEC 27001. So it's information about security management systems. Also the N303, 645 and the ISO 62443. It means about IoT security and industrial automatization security standards. We're following the NIST. These are security guidelines for BESS systems. Also, we're following the EU regulations, the Cyber Resilience Act, the CRA. So this integrates the development processes, and also we're following the NIS2 directive. It's about higher cybersecurity standards for network and information security. And we have a continuous security improvement process implemented at KACO. We have a regular risk assessments and hardware and software implementations for cybersecurity in our products. So here you can see some technical highlights about the blueplanet gridsave. So we have the best-in-class efficiency with 98.9%. This refers to our silicon carbide technology. So we have also here a single stage topology to reach this maximum efficiency. We have powerful power classes from 92 kVA up to 137 kVA with the high power density and an active cooling if it's needed. Also, we are super flexible. We have an open interface over Modbus TCP, so you can steer the inverters easily. Also, we have integrated AC and DC features. I will come to that a little bit more in detail later. And we have a wide voltage range from 668 volts up to 1,350 volts. This is important to integrate and to adapt the batteries. So we are compact and quiet. So we have 80 kilograms with this inverter. It's outdoor rated for IP66 and NEMA 4X. And we are we have a really low noise with 59.2 dBA. So also here, this is a best-in-class value. We are scalable. We are unlimited on the AC side with the scalability. And on the DC side, we have a scalability up to 2 inverters without any additional side modifications. And if you have more than 2 inverters parallel on the DC side, we have to consider a little bit things about harmonics, but also here we can give you a guidance for that. For the use cases, the EMS suppliers are more or less responsible, but all what they can provide is also suitable with our inverters. So own consumption, peak shaving, EV charging, also grid support functionalities. All of these things could be delivered from our inverters in the combination with the EMS and the battery. About the technical highlights, you saw them before on the slides, but the voltage range pretty wide from 668 up to 1,350 volts. We have a maximum input current of 145 amperes, maximum short current of 300 amperes. So the rated output power is 92 kVA, and also we have this on the rated voltage at 400 volts. So you saw on the slides before the 110. This is the inverter for the UL markets. This inverter works at 480 volts, and the 137 TL3 works at 600 volts AC. For the mechanical side, this inverter can be handled with 2 persons. It's pretty compact with a weight of 80 kilograms. And also from the dimensions, we are pretty compact that it will be handled and could be integrated easily on a battery container or inside of a battery cabinet. As I said, we have integrated features. We have integrated features on the AC side. We have grid supporting features like reactive power and FFR. Also, we can integrate surge protection devices of the type 2. We have in all of our inverters a redundant NA protection interface, so an inverter off interface. Also on the DC side, we have a residual current monitoring unit or RCMU, and also DC load relays and a DC fuse and the pre-charge unit. So this depends on the versions of the inverter. In the XL version, you have all of these. In the L version, you have the pre-charge unit and the DC load relay on the minus side. And in the M version, you have only the DC load relay on the minus side and the DC fuse. So, as I said, I'm pretty fast because we have other speakers today. So more important speakers. You will get now more information about different batteries that are compatible with the inverter and also with the connected gas system. And in the end, you will get a big overview of the connected gas system multiplex with all the different solutions that will be ready then for you. Thank you for your attention, and I will come in contact soon. So I will hand over to Christian from EFT Systems, and he will show you something about the BYD battery max light.
Thank you, Tim. I hope you see my screen. Otherwise, give me a call because I can't recognize if you don't see my screen, and I don't see the chat at the moment. So I will run through the slides. We just heard about the quality and the powerfulness of the KACO solutions with the SiC IGBTs. For me, as an engineer, this is the core feature of the KACO solutions, and this is this is really a thing which makes a difference because this allows the powerful use, the high efficiency of the system. And coming from these terms, we going to the BYD battery. BYD is known in the market for the zero emission ecosystem as a core idea, but also for the numerous battery solutions which are out there. So we have, I think this picture is from last year, Intersolar. We reached 1 million systems running worldwide for the residential storage solutions. I think most of the people know the battery box, which comes in the brands like HV series, HVM, HVS. And these core features to be flexible and powerful, and also the easiness of installation. So BYD actually invented the modular design in the whole of the market for residential units. This is invented by BYD, and these features, this DNA comes into the CNI storage system, the battery Max Life. This is designed to be an outdoor system, to be easy in use, to be flexible, to be really powerful with a 1C. And if we if we have a closer look on this, what does it mean? Flexibility. I mean with flexibility that we have we can start for small systems like 30 kilowatt hours, but we can expand it to 90 kilowatt hours as well, the Max Light solution. When we're talking today with the KACO solution and the Connectica, we're talking instead of 90 kilowatt hours. Then we need, or we have the possibility to run really a high powerful system, which comes with a 1C rate. We're taking the KACO 92 and the BYD Max Lite 90 kilowatt hours and the Connectica a multiplex solution, and then we start with a 1C rate and easy to use, easy to have a solution for the customers. Robust is the system as well. We have the IP55 rating. We have HVAC on the door. We've seen the cabinet already before, so we can use it outdoors from -20 to +50 degrees. And like said, we could stack up more to expand robustness of a swarm. If we have multiple units in parallel and there is one little hiccup in one system, it doesn't matter because the rest of the cluster can go on. This is a row on the list when we compare like systems 90 kilowatt hours, taking 4 in a cluster, you have the 360 kilowatt hours of capacity with a large system of 300 kilowatt hours. If there is one component in this down, if you have a cluster, only a minor part of the system would be down, and the rest can do its job ongoing. But to be honest, we don't expect that we have too much of a downtimes because we know our solutions, we know the quality which is coming from BYD, and we as EFD, we are the service partner here in Europe. We know all the service cases, we know all the systems, and we have 16 years track record now, over 60 gigawatt hour installed capacity, over 1 million systems out there, and there zero safety zoning battery. So we are very proud on that slide, and hope that we keep the zero sitting there. How does it come? It comes in a 3-level safety mechanism. It comes from the battery cell over the battery module and then into the battery system. Each has its own safety measures. There is, at first, we have lithium iron phosphate, which is the safest lithium battery cell chemistry known in the market at the moment. And then we have the explosion-proof design of the cell package. We have the IEC, the UL certifications. And if we pack that into the module, you see the module is a full metal jack. So we have a protection against runaway, over voltage, under voltage, over temperature. This is already on module level. But if we look at the system itself on the cabinet, we see also that we have the standard measures like an e-stop system where you can push the button or get some signal from outside, or the door sensor, state light, smoke detector, or the explosion valve, which is coming with a UL requirement. This is on top sitting of the unit. So if there is any high pressure, it can release through the top. This would be the technical specification. Like in principle, the max light is a little bit more flexible, but with the KACO solution, we really want to tackle the highest power, the highest capacity. So we go for the 90 kilowatt hours, which is coming with 12 modules. And you see that here we have high current output. This allows us to produce really the high power in the end. Installation super easy. I missed to translate that. Sorry for that. But this means the outer view. So we see the beauty here. This is the cabinet. It's an IP55 rated cabinet. We can use it outdoors. On the top, it's sitting the pressure release valve. It's probably, hopefully, never get used, but when it's used, it's on the top, so it doesn't bother at all. We have a status indicator. We have the integrated HVAC, and we have a lockable door lock for outer use. It's total requirement. If we want to place it, it's super easy. You can stack it with a forklift or with a crane. What would you need? You would need a little bit of space here surrounding the battery to get to the unit. But you can place them also back to back and build a beautiful four unit cluster, which is then coming really energy dense on the footprint side. When we say when we have a look in the internals of the battery, you see in the middle the battery modules, which are stacking up to 12 modules. On the left side, you see the PDU. This is all well designed. No much of unnecessary stuff here, let's say. But what is necessary, me as a service engineer, I'm knowing sometimes there is an installation which is not that beauty as it looks in the catalogs, or you need to do a service at night times. So I'm really happy that we have a service light here. I think everybody in field action knows what I mean when it's getting later and we need to finish the job. Then we are happy to have so much more little helpers here. Anyways, you have the PDU interface, which is then connected to the Connectica KACO solution, and you have the Wi-Fi to connect to your mobile to do the commissioning after you inserted the modules. The insertion of the modules is really easy. They have two handles. They weigh about 60 kilograms, so it's a two-man job, easy doing. And you can insert on these slides here. It's really easy, and you can perform it really quickly. I think we've installed the unit from scratch to full installation in 20 to 30 minutes. Because what you need to do is lift the modules, put them in, install here this 4 cables, installation of the modules, common cable, power supply for fans, and DC line, and then you're done. And if we have a look into the solution, which we are presenting as a group of partners today, we see we connect one powerful high efficient power electronics by KACO with SiC IGBTs, which is really, really great. We have then the safe and robust battery systems by BYD. And then we have a ready to build in connection cabinet with EMS intelligence from Connectica and also vertical with their EMS. And this is a really, really neat and easy installation, which leads us to a happy customer. And I think this is everything we can imagine as members in the market. So thank you for your attention, and hope you enjoy later talk.
Now with Samvoda. My name is Jan. I have the responsibility of the Europe, and yeah, I present now Samvoda. Where Samvoda? Who is Samvoda? Yeah, Samvoda is a really, really old company with 27 years experience in the cell and battery manufacturing. Samvoda comes from the OEM business in really many different products. And yeah, Samvoda is the number one of 3C batteries. What is 3C? 3C batteries is, for example, mobiles, tablets, computers, smartwatches, drones, and more and more and more. And we come now with our own brand in the Europe market with Samvoda. Yes, Samvoda has a really long experience in the cell and battery manufacturing. Samvoda have more up to 50,000 people worldwide and 16 factories worldwide in really many different countries. Here is a little bit of insight of the industry factories and headquarters worldwide. The most factories is mostly in China. We have here the biggest factories, but we build at the moment new factories for strategy opportunities. One in Hungary and one in Morocco, and the headquarter office is in Nuremberg. Yes. Here's a little bit of insight. For companies we produce the cell and batteries. For example, for the consumer electronics, I think really many brands is here popular. Lenovo, Microsoft, and more and more and more. Also in the EV battery industry for cars, Volkswagen, Volvo, Nissan, Dacia, and more. And also in the energy storage, we produce here also for really many different companies the cells. Yes, here a little bit insight for the Samvoda six different battery development departments. One is 3C batteries. This is more for the consumer electronics. The EV normally for the cars and Volvo, Nissan, Dacia. One is smart hardware. We produce here really many different products for Meta, Facebook, all in the virtual reality industry. But we have a really big laboratory testing service develop department. We produce here a higher and higher energy density, higher energy per kilowatt and new cells in the market. And also we have automatically and intelligently manufacturing. We make this not only for own, also we sell this in really many different countries. And yes, the most popular is normally the energy storage. Yes, and we show you here more. This is a small insight of the product portfolio. We have from 5 kilowatt hours up to 344 kilowatt hours battery, all products in the low voltage and also in the high voltage industry. And yes, the perfect match for KACO and Connectica is the Oasis L215 or L244. What is the L? L is the liquid cooling. We have here a liquid cooling system with 280 ampere long life, high performance cell. This cell is up to 1 CP charging and discharging. This is a really efficiency cell for a really long time. And we have normally 5 years warranty, extensions up to 10 years available. When do you need it? And this battery here have really many security features inside. We see here, for example, the L215 with 5 models inside. We have here a fire suppression controller, also a water fire suppression interface for the firemen, but also a temperature and smoke sensor. This system here is really efficiency. We have, for example, for the Oasis L344, area usage of, yes, maybe 100 kilowatt hours per square meters. And this is really, really efficiency for the smaller range of square meters. Yes, a little bit of insight for the warranty. We have a normal warranty of 5 years, and this is the product warranty, not the performance warranty. We say here we have 5 year the product warranty and 10 years the cell and performance warranty, or 5,500 cells per one C rate, or 7,500 cycles of a half C rate. And we have for all different countries the certificates and standards for the warehouses or installations. Here a little bit of insight for the C rate. And we see here the C rate of a half C rate or 1 C rate. And we see here a difference of the cycles. When we have 1 C rate, we have 8,000 cycles of 1 C rate. And the half C rate, we have here really, really more cycles, 50% more, 12,000 C rates. Sunvoda is a really, really open company, and the focus here is the security and the cell and the battery manufacturing. And we communicate this really, really open in the market, what we can, what we have. And yes. Here is the Sunvoda distribution partner in Europe. I think really many people here knows, yeah, Energy 3000, Solarmarkt in Switzerland, also Kranich and Wagner. This is really, really big distribution. And yes, do you need batteries? Sales Sunvoda. And here a little bit of insight for the service structure. Sorry. Yeah, this is German, not English. And yeah, I think we have here also a little bit a normal service structure. Do you need and do you help for the plan, and do you have questions for the products? Please contact us. We have here a service or a info email. Send me or send us a Sunvoda email, and Sunvoda help you by the planning and for the open questions. Here the last one, we have a little bit of installation cases, and we see here, for example, more Oasis L215. We see here we can installation this cabinet by cabinet. We need here not more ground high ground for the installation. And yes, thank you very much. And from the Samvoda side, and yes, the next one.
Again, a warm welcome to everybody joining this webinar and giving me the chance here to do a short presentation about ZYZ and our products. And yeah, I will just start and hope you enjoy it. So batteries, the ZYZ company is maybe not that well known since a long time of years, but I will take you through a short tour of our company and mainly of our products. And first of all, I will start here. You can see our team and what is our mission and what do we want to provide to the market. So we can say we have also over a decade of experience and insights from thousands of installers worldwide. And this is the main experience and history of our company and our employees and also the management, that we, during this long time, learn to listen, adapt, and deliver what the market is needing. And this is our philosophy, this created our philosophy also for Simple Pro, making storage powerful, scalable, and simple. And also to prove what we are doing in-house, so reliable, for us not a coincidence. It's really something we are improving every day. We have in our ZYZ lab, we perform 360 degrees tests all the day, all the time, with all our systems, with all inverters, and under different conditions, cycle life tests, aging tests, and also safety tests and safety release for the product before we get them to the field. So ZYZ is a global company. So our main headquarters is located in Shenzhen, and the production for the battery systems is nearby in Zhuhai. But we also have a footprint in Germany and Spain and Netherlands, and also as well in Australia. We are also locally there, and that's, I think, one of the most important points. That when I say we are locally there, we are really there. This is our service team here for Europe mainly. You see, we provide service hotline in English, Spanish, French, Dutch, and German. And you also have local phone numbers for the support for installers. And if there's any problem, you can reach them every time in the correct time zone. So don't care. We have the right service for you. Yeah, we have also trusted partners of top inverter companies. So mainly we are here for KACO. I think that is also the point today for my presentation, to show you also the highlights that we can provide together with, especially with the KACO inverter. So once again, simple installation, simple energy. So this is our core, or what we try to live every day. And we do the same also for this here an solution, and we call it Simpo Pro series. And to show you where the name comes from, Simpo is our, let's say, brand name for the batteries. And easily I can mention it comes from simple. So that's also, you find also our core motto in our product name. So, but today we are talking not about Simpo 5000 or HV, we are talking about HV Pro and Pro E battery series. So what are the benefits or the highlights? So one of the highlights, I guess, is that our systems following the VDE 2510-50 top standard right now. We during Intersolar, we got the certificate directly from VDE. I think we are one of the first who can provide this certification to our CNI products. Then next, we offer a 10 years warranty. We have then again, we heard it also from the other speakers. One, the high power charge and discharge rate. All the cabinets that you see on the right side come with already inverter fix on the side that you can easily mount the inverter. So the KACO inverter, for example, directly to the side wall of the cabinet. All the systems running in when we talk about outdoor applications running from -20 to 55 degrees temperature. We are operating a smart fire suppression system. And I think for me, the best highlight is that all the systems are auto-commissioning. Maybe I go to the next slide. So this is a look inside of the HV Pro 88 kilowatt hours battery. On the left, the IP55 outdoor, on the right, IP20 indoor solution with 1 C rate. And auto-commissioning means you install it on the site, put the battery modules in, connect it easy with the fast connectors together to one system, switch it on, and that's it. It's not needed to do any commissioning on the system because it does it by itself. So the BMS in the PDU is doing all the commissioning and also recognizing the number of modules and also the communication to the inverter. So everything is fully automated, and I think that's one of the great highlights of our product. So you see also, we have also HVAC heating and cooling system. Fire suppression system is, let's say, an emergency system that we think we hopefully never need. I think, but I think this is a market standard, and we should provide this. We also have an exhaust fan to bring out any harmful gases if really something happens. And all the systems are working in on-grid, off-grid configuration, also with a black start function. Yeah, here you can see some more details where we have the flash and sound alarm. So both is available that you from outside can see and hear if there is any problem. The fire suppression system inside, and once again, HVAC cooling and small gas detector. As I think we saw this some slides before from other companies. So we are following the same strategy to bring the maximum safety and security to the customer. Yeah, coming back then to Simple Pro E, and I'm now more focusing on the KACO product. So we're providing it as an indoor system with 126 kilowatt hours, 1 C rate charging and discharge, and parallel up to 32 systems. And I run through the next slide. So we also have a bigger solution with 250 kilowatt hours. And why I'm showing this to you is maybe shown on the next slide. So these are the applications that we, some examples, have provided here for this presentations, that you can run the KACO gridsave 92 with the Connectica EMS and Simple Pro in different configurations, like in 1 hour charging discharging solution with 88 kVA, so the Pro series, and 92 kVA, the Pro E series with 120 kilowatt hours, so that's slightly more than an hour. But so in this range, if you need a higher power, but if you also need to have a longer backup time, for example, or a longer energy supply, then you can also stack the system up to 92 kilowatt hours, kVAs and 177 kilowatt hours, so that you can provide 2 hours full power to your customer, to whatever you want to supply with your battery. And last but not least, also with 250 kilowatt hours and 90 kVA with the Pro E. So left is also always Pro, and on the right side you see the Pro E series. So these are only 2 examples that you can do, and so therefore I'm close to the end of this presentation, of the short presentation. I hope you could find some impressions from our company, and where you see us next time. And I'm done, and thank you for your attention.
So thank you very much. My name is Matthias Strasser from Connectica Vertical, and this is my colleague and CEO from Vertical. We present today for you our solution for EMS, and give also information about our markets in Europe, what we think, what is important to integrate battery storages there. To my person is I'm over a long time working in the renewable energy market for integration, system integration on PV battery, but also charging solutions. and my colleague Salvador Piquer is a long time working in the software engineering for EMS solution. Today, I want firstly use the time to give you some information about the market situation. Then we go in the solutions from vertical EMS, and at the end we come to the Connectica. First, I want to start to explain a little bit more about why there are two companies. The vertical is focusing to manufacture the load management and EMS solutions. In this company, we develop the hardware and software, and we sell these over the distribution channel. For Connectica, we understand on this company more a full service provider for EMS solution. That means to help the clients in the pre-phase of the project to plan, then also in the integration and commissioning, and also we do then the after sales service and support over the lifetime. This is so the difference of these two companies. We are located in south of Germany. In Burghausen you see it here on the picture, is nearby by Austria. Our systems goes in our core markets are the German, but also the whole Europe is coming more and more where the customer use our systems. We are there flexible on these functionalities. Today I want give a little bit more in the whole Europe markets and also explain what we think, what is there some use cases, what we can use the system. By vertical, we have a completely developing engineering team. They developed the hard software solution. We have their process, how it works, and do also standard solution and also exclusive solutions for clients and manufacturers. By the Connectica is the focus more on the servicing and support. It starts in the phase of consulting and planning, pre-phase of the systems. We can do by Connectica also some business case analyzing. That means to understand more, okay, if I install their battery system, then what is the income of this, what is the savings, and also how it works with my load profile or something like this. Or I want to analyze what is the income if I put the battery in the trading market. This is what we do there. Also to have documentation for tender is also one part of this. By the technical implementation, we do the commissioning part, that we understand the commissioning from our EMS system, but also we help for the commissioning of the components that we have integrated. That means with these presented partners today, we are also have technical employers. They understand these products and can integrate it in our system. We do function tests and also then connection to the grid operator or market or to the trading market. Then for the safety things, we also provide for the cybersecurity rules on the NIS2 regulation of critical infrastructure, protect our EMS system with special firewalls, and also we do the patch management over the lifetime for this. For the EMS system is there the focus to be there secured in this point. And after the commissioning, also we give support on our system over the lifetime. There are different models how we do it, and then you have over the time the support is available. And also if there is something change, because in the battery storage sector is always not, it works not over 10 years in the same use case. This is must be also flexible. The markets are changed very fast, and this is so also what we do over the time. For the technology that we use, we see there are three different parts. Firstly, in the future, more and more coming now in all of technology, the IT, that we have the IoT portal for visualization. We have also interfaces to the VPP provider or to trading companies. We're now more and more coming also optimization. That means you have a forecast for the next day, for your load, or for the production, or for the market prices, and optimize then the way how it charge or discharge the battery. And also for the e-mobility sector, we have some API systems that connect. I show it later on my presentation. For the OT technology, we work with industrial standard components from big manufacturers. We make the applications on this. We programmized the interfaces and the functionalities, and there is also some parts is connectivity. Our systems comes always with connectivity. That means these are completely can be remote control, or you have remote access to change something. And and then new what they come later from Connectica side, that is we opened this year the developing to make it more easier for the battery storage to integrate it in a total solution. I give you later more details in this presentation for this point. What are our target groups? What we see is one is the applications. We are focusing on battery, mobility, and solar, and also the combination. You see it here, hybrid combinations of PV and battery, or a battery and mobility, and also all three. And we are also can integrate it also other solutions like generators, or also heating things or heating elements. But this is our focus in our system. Our system is not designed for the residential market. That means it starts with the commercial. In our thinking is commercial starts so by 50-100 kV grid connection point from the customer, or from the system, or the system size, and goes down over the industrial to utility scale. We also have solutions for industrial and utility scale market. There we understand more. It starts by 1 mega and goes to up to 50 or 100 mega battery systems or hybrid systems. There we are flexible for scaling, because we use industrial components that we can also flexible scale up with the power. So in the next part, I will give information about the best market in Europe. Is coming the information from the SolarPower Europe report. You see here, okay, what is the main markets in Europe in the past. In the future can be changed, but now you see the German market, Italy market, UK, and Austria, Sweden is so on the first 5 positions. And on the second picture, you see what are the difference of use cases. We see there the residential sector was very strong a long time, but in this year it goes down because I think I come later. This is something to do with the situation on the energy market. And you see the C&I market grows up and bigger, and the most where have the most grow up is the utility scale. this is there's like a boom, a situation now, but we think in the C&I market is also constantly decreasing over the next time. Why this happened is this shows to you, we speak about today about these battery systems, and the core message is over the last 10 years, the prices really decrease a lot, and we are now in a situation that the battery storage are in a price range that is really interest to use it also in this energy market, and we think this in the next time it goes down a little bit more, and then with the higher prices and the prices reduction of the batteries, there's a good market in the future with batteries. What we see, and this is an example, is not only a German thing. I present here an example of curve, what we see more and more times now. You see here, this is for Austria, Belgium, France, Germany, Netherlands, and Poland. And you see here that there's always the situation, we have a price in the night, and then in the month there's a lot of sun. You see then the price goes down to zero or under zero, and after in the evening it goes higher and arrives then 20 cents per kilowatt hour. This is what we see more and more times now in all these markets, and then is to understand this is also in the future important that we can use the battery storages to charge by cheap prices and use a discharge by higher prices, and this is also one important thing for the market situation. And this is over the last time changed. And also these negative prices, that means the price on the stock market is minus, is also growing up. This year is more than last year. And there's at the moment not any information that it changed, but we think this is the next time the situation on the market, that more and more times we have too much energy from solar power. Solar power is the main impact on this. And also for the prices, you see here, this is the prices for energy, and we see there was a high level of price was on the if the war in Ukraine starts, and now is the situation, it comes in a range not so deep like before this situation, but is it in a normal situation, a normal pricing level now, and this is also over all countries the same. Not so strong by every country, but you see it also here, for example, for the German, Italy, UK, Austria, and Sweden market, and not all markets the same. But and the message on this point is this: all the prices, the energy market changes, and all this make more and more the battery solutions now in a good business way to invest in such things. So in the next slot, I will talk about optimization. That means we have the batteries is using in different of business models. We firstly, to understand this, there is we speak about behind the meter and front meter application. And now in some markets, like in the German markets, and also other talk about this, is now changing, that we can bring behind the meter use cases together with front the meter use cases. This was is by the most of of countries not possible, but there is some countries is now coming. And there you see there's a really big potential to make the income, the revenue, the savings higher if you do some optimization. And what we understand on this is we bring some use cases together, and for this we need a prognosis for the load and for the production and for the prices. And with this we can always optimize the charge and discharge process of the battery, and then you can have, or you can combine more use cases together, and at the end this is more input. And you see the steps 3 and 4. This is if you combine it with front meter, that means with flexibility trading or grid services, then you can get this income higher than the local if you combine it. This is not working in all sites by the same way. This is very important to understand. This must be analyzing, and exactly that we do with our companies to analyze this for your site, what is the best strategy to use the battery. So you see here multi-use. What is in our understanding multi-use is, so we make with the battery 3 different parts. One is the backup part, is the level 1. Then we have the level 2 is the peak shaving part, and the level 3 is self-consumption and trading. So, and this is flexible then over the time to change in our system from algorithms over optimization, or you can fix it, or you have a time plan for this. And with this you can optimize your incomes. You see here example. For example, our optimization have the information for the next day. The peak is coming, and for this is an example at 6 o'clock in the morning, and they have the information at 12. It starts then overproduction time, because then they produce more PV energy that they cannot all self-consumption by themselves. And what we do here is then we change the levels of this, that we make it for the peak shaving higher. That means for at the beginning of the peak, the battery is then 100% full and shave the peak, but then they don't charge after this peak. They wait for the overproduction, because in this optimization is for the forecast clear there is then overproduction. This is also an example how optimization is work. Then this is also to understand is not for all markets the same, but there is two main business cases what we see. One is self-consumption and peak shaving. Peak shaving is depend on the country's grid costs, but these two, if we can good combine it, is one important use case to have a good rentability of the battery. And the second one is the multi-market trading. That means a combination of grid services and flexibility trading. So, and this is also not by all countries the same, but this should be show you an example for the German Austria market, what is in this the potential for savings and input. And you see here by the flexibility trading, or is also the time in the summer is more income led in the winter. This is not all the same over the year. It is follow like a solar curve, but this means the most difference from load and production we have always on the from April to September. That is the reason why there are more input in these times. So this is something about trading optimization from our understanding. And now we go in the Architect's EMS system to show you what we can offer there. So firstly, is the markets. We speak about this, but you see our focus is the commercial industrial area, then also microgrids and utility projects, and also we offered systems for charging hubs. That means, in our understanding, is high power charging in the car and truck sector. So the hardware hardware is, for us, our understanding is coming completely as a simple to mount solution with all components integrated what we need. There's the controller, the EMS controller there's also some PLC systems integrated or other components what we need for this project or for this application. And we have different sizes because we have also, you see it on the right side, something with buffer battery integrated. That means they can operate over a long time without power, and this is important for all application. For example, microgrids, or you have a certification for your system, and there is written your system have to be buffered. So, and the hardware is ready to connect outdoor and indoor for outdoor and indoor installation. And we see on the next slide, we see there's different serials or products from us. We called it RX. We have the RX400, RX500, RX600. This is so a size, how big it is. And you see it starts for us in the EMS commercial. What is for us EMS commercial is normally a customer, they have a grid connection on the load voltage. What is important, the grid connection from the client, not the grid connection from a battery or inverter. And also by industrial is so low voltage, and we go then in medium voltage. That means you have a substation then that is connected to the 20 or 10, 20 or 30 kV grid. And then for utility scale is clear. This is then in the medium or high voltage area. For microgrids, we have two options. One is for the C&I and one is for the utility scale product. And at the end on the right side, you see it for the e-mobility market, for load management for high power charging stations. In this next slide, we present the system architecture from us. It looks like very big, but they are showing how must the system, the whole system work together. You see on the button, this is on local, and on the top is all cloud. And you see this different of people, they are involved in this EMS system from us. There is the customer from the PV, there is a trader for PV system, there's a grid operator, there's a trader for flexibility market, there is for e-mobility also a fleet manager or charge point operator. And all these are involved in such systems. They make, we do the sector coupling of such things. And you see by the PV, our strategy is to integrate it with PV locker from the market. That means that are typically provider of PV locker or the manufacturers of the inverter. And this is our communication interface to the inverter. That means at the end we are compatible with all these different PV inverters on the market. Then you see in the left, the next one is the DSO. We are used for this a system that we are flexible to integrate it different of grid protocols and from different markets. There's one standard is written here. This is the IOC 608705 with 101 and 104 communication. In some countries are others, but we support all this different. That means in our system we are completely compatible with all grid operators in the countries. And you see in the middle, this is important to understand. We have the EMS. The EMS is the main core on site. He communicate over, for example, Modbus or industrial communication in real time with this PV, with generator meters, power to heat, external EMS and something like this. And also on the left side with the charge station management system. And you see on the top of the EMS is the optimization portal. This works by us in the RVS and is a cloud-based optimization, and you can have also APIs in different ways. That means we can go with these APIs then to aggregate batteries and bring it to the trader over this communication. And on the right side, you see there is the charging infrastructure. Is firstly we can integrate it for fast load management over local interface like Modbus TCP, but also then the OCPP channel from the button to the top goes then to the CPO backend. This is so an overview about the whole system from us. In the next step, we present you the Connex IoT portal. This is to my colleague, Salvador Piquer, and now I give him the word, and I come then later for the Connectica multiplex presentation.
Hi everyone, thank you for joining the webinar. My name is Salvador Piquer. I'm the lead software developer at Vertical, and I'm going to give you a quick overview of the benefits and features to use our portal. So let's start. So Connex is an all-in-one IoT platform that provide all the functionalities to control, monitor, and maintain all your energy application throughout all their lifetime. To talk about some of the core advantage, safety first, we meet the highest security standards. And on top of that, we provide two-factor authentications to access your accounts. We also is powers protected to change any settings internally. So we also have a fleet management where everything is centralized under your accounts. So you can manage your fleet, you can manage your users, you can decide what user can have access to and what they can do. Everything is with the same user experience, so it's very intuitive and easy to follow, meaning that it doesn't matter what kind of application, type of application, or what kind of products you have, everything has the same experience, which makes it easier for having large fleet of energy installations. Everything is dynamically changed according to the data collected. So as you can see in the right side, we can see the system overview of an installation where the user can see exactly what's happening at this time, how the energy flowed, what is the status of each of the components, some of the key indicators, the charge to see the performance over a period of time, and many more. We also provide the access to the SCADA Live View system, which is the component that is running locally and managing everything in the installation. So with this access, you can easily click in the VPN widget, and you will go to the user interface where you can see detailed data in real time per component. This is very good for monitoring, but also we can provide access if you have the right permission to change any settings internally. We also provide alarms and notifications to stay informed and react quickly. Our SCADA system is multilingual, so we can provide any language that you need. And one of the best functionalities that we have is to access all of the components via VPN, access to their web interfaces to perform any updates, to do some changes or whatever. So meaning that you can access to the batteries, to the inverter, to the charging station, whatever you have connected in the network. We also provide over-the-air updates. This is quite beneficial for users with large amount of energy installations, which greatly reduce the amount of time to perform the updates. With this technology, you can decide if the update is going to be automatically, or it's going to be manual, or you can also select a suitable period of time, for example, at night or during the weekend to update your components. We can also communicate with third-party systems or other energy portal via APA and MQTT, and our portal is fully branded, so we can add your corporate design. This is quite beneficial, for example, for OEMs users. So how it works? So it is easily you log in with your access, then you add the two-factor authentications. This is recommended but optional as well. If you have multiple sub-organizations, for example, you can create sub-organization. If you have different branches in other countries, it's easily to manage installation and user that belong to that specific sub-organization or your client's company as well. You just easily select the organization that you want to see your installations. Once you are in the flow or dashboard, we provide access via mobile or via desktop or laptop, okay? So you just select, depending on what device you are connected, and then you access the detailed installation dashboard that provide data from that specific installation that you have selected. Here, everything is has the same user experience, even though it can be different components or different type of applications. You will see in the left side the system overview. You can easily check what is going on at the moment, how is every component performing, the status, everything. On the right side, you will have access to the data chart, where you can select a period of time to see the performance during that period of time, key indicator, energy efficiency, the overall status, and also you click in the VPN, as I said before, you can access to the live data. There are plenty more dashboard according to your application. In the SCADA live view, as I said, this is a live monitoring in real time, around 1 second, and you have all the data here for all the components that you have. You can also see the real-time alarms. You can access if you access as an advanced user, you can then configure easily your system. Okay, so for example, here in the middle side, in the configuration, we can see that there is an settings for the battery where you can select if it's going to be a multi-use case, or you can select if it's going to be only self-consumption or only peak shaving, and then you can then add your settings. We, of course, provide information for the users to understand what is each of the functionalities, and also we provide a final diagram to double check if you have, to ensure that you have added the right settings. For the VPN access, this is also another screenshot where, in this case, it shows all the components in that particular installation where the user can access to the web interface of each of them and change anything if required. Also, for the user management, this is very easy as well. We provide the ability to do groups of users, to decide their roles, to create organizations with alarms and notification. Everything is recorded. You will have a description of what to do when there is an alarm, and you can also create, send emails when trigger an alarm to stay informed. We also have an action log where we track any action that is in our system. For example, the user access to the live view or do some action on change and setting, everything is recorded. And the over-the-air updates here to provide a very flexible and efficient method to perform when an available software or firmware is available. I'm going to talk about two use cases. This is the for commercial. This is a headquarter factory company that they install a Huawei battery of 200 kilowatt hours. They have solar in the roof, and they also install a Sungrow, a DC charger Sungrow 180 kilowatts. And what the system requirement was to do it in a multi-use case, peak shaving and energy trading. For the energy trading, we partner with a local trader where we allow this company to access our EMS to get the data, understand when they can control the battery and discharge the battery. And for the peak shaving, the challenge that we had is that they were manage all batteries and multiple AC chargers connected to the building that create a high load fluctuation. But our local optimization algorithm in the SCADA system is running in milliseconds, so meaning that we make sure that we never consume more energy from the grid that was assigned the peak shaving set point, which in this case was 50 kilowatts. And we provide access with mobile as well, as you can see in this slide. And the last slide is going to be talk about another use cases. A different one is pure load management. In this case, it's a company that they install 5 Alpitronic DC charger of 400 kilowatt. And they have a building, and what they wanted to do is to avoid to consume more than 2.3 megawatts from the grid. The challenge here was that each of the charging station was far away, separated, located. So we have to do it wireless, sending data via 5G routers. And also we add some functionalities they require. For example, the fallback function, which means that if the meter connected to the grid is losing the communication, then as soon as it happens, we send the command that all the charging station cannot charge more than the 50 kilowatts. At the end, what we provide is a system where our clients, our user, can easily and independently change the settings to ensure that everything is adapted to the requirements. And this is all for me. If you have any question, let me know at the end of the webinar. Thank you. Back to you, Matthias.
So thank you very much. So now I want to use the last minutes for something. What the next part is, we offered, this starts now, our EMS system in some packages specialized for, developed for the distribution channel. And the goal here is that you can have a EMS system for the small commercial industrial sector in a simpler way to sell or to explain the customer. You see here, these are the packages that we launched now. You can order these over the distribution channels then, and you see here, this is so the different, I write it, is from the size of the grid connection point is one main impact in which area you are, and also how many batteries they supported the system. And this is so for you the information about our new packages for the distribution channel. So in the next, I will give you some information about the multiplex power unit. This is very new, is now coming, is in the process of the first orders, and I will give you some information about this in the last minutes. And you see here what we want what is the idea of this is to have a simple system with integrated inverter from KACO Siemens, and we can connect directly then the battery and also some other components. And you see here the main use cases. This is so battery standalone is clear, but we have also the supports hybrid use cases. That means you can also directly integrate it, the electrical things in the PV systems, and also for mobility. This can be also interest. You have a battery in buffering with a high power charger, for example, and then you need a unit that that is all integrated and make it more easier to install. and also for the microgrids is coming very soon. What you can integrate it also at genset and load. Yeah, there's different sizes of this. What they support, and this is starts by 50 kV or one inverter with the KACO Siemens starts by 92 kV and goes up. This focusing of this product is the C&I market to make it more simpler to install battery systems. You see here, this is how it is. The whole concept is to have this power unit, and you have the battery, what we show today. You connect the battery there, or more than in parallel there is possible. You have the EMS integrated here directly, and the inverter is also integrated and installed. The electrical part is finished. You have only one cable from the AC side, and you have plus and minus from the battery side and the communication to the battery. This is so the idea of this product. This is the overview about the components. I'm not want to explain all this, but there's a different of products that is integrated, and we are flexible then to produce it in a way that is exactly what is the requirements on your project. You see it here for the German market. Is also interested. We always need a protection before the battery or battery inverter. This is always necessary. Also the DSO metering if you go in trading. And what is important to understand on this point is that you have two options. You delivered it with this as a full system, or the parts on the AC side or on the DC side is coming from the EPC integrator. This is the two options. And what we see is in the C&I market with battery sizes from 200 to 500 kilowatt hours like this, and 1, 2, 3 inverters, the installer you have a lot of interest to make it more simpler from them for such small or C&I projects. They is not So this slide shows you the installation, how it looks, to understand a little bit more about what is how it works. We have two different installs cases. One is the outdoor. You see it, the most of the batteries coming now in outdoor cabinets to make the position outside, and then also you have to find a solution by a lot of sites to put also all others components outside. And the right one is, you see it, how it looks if you mount it inside or mounted the components inside. These are the two options of this. So this, I think, was from my side. Here are the key facts from our side. Is scalable, ready to install, manufactured independent, and also project support, planning, and simulation. So this was from my side. Thank you very much from Connectica and Vertical, and yeah, then we go to the questions.
So thank you very much, Matthias. I think we're done with all of the presentations, and as you said, we can start with the questions. Here are some in the chat. I will. It's most of them are regarding the KACO inverter, but feel free to ask more questions. Tim, if you are available, I will tell you the questions, and you can answer them if you want, or you should answer them.
Yes, for sure.
The first of one is regarding the UK market. Are the KACO inverters tested for the G99 compliance?
Yes, we have this certification ready. So we are compatible with the G99 for the UK market, yes.
Okay, perfect. The second one is regarding the SPDs and diffusers. Are they replaceable, or if they are done, should be the whole device changed?
No, we can exchange the DC fuses. This is no problem. Also on the AC side, we have the SPD 2 sockets integrated on our platens. So on the PCB, so you can exchange then the SPD device easily. So also here, that's not a problem.
Perfect. And in the beginning, you told us something about where the inverter is produced and where the most of the components are from. Do you have also EU certification for this?
I don't know if there's a specified EU certification for it. We have for sure a EU conformity, and also we are working on a sheet that shows our supply chain, our European supply chain, but a specialized certification for EU manufacturing. I don't know if this is available or in the market.
Okay, perfect.
So maybe the one who raised this question, maybe he can, give more details about the specification about it.
Okay. And there's one more question regarding the multiplex unit. Where are they available, or what are the availability of the multiplex unit?
Yeah, the beginning now for these units, we focus on the German market. Is possible also for others, but that is always we make it and then in a project, and we give them a feedback. We can do it or not. Over the next time, we plan it to bring it more and more than in different countries as an option. This is so the situation on this.
Thank you very much. I think that's all of the questions. Feel free to send us an email after the webinar. The webinar will be shared in a few days. You will get access to the recording. And if there are specific questions after this, feel free to send us an email or reach out direct to our partners, Connectica, Sanuda, ZYZ, or BYD. Thank you very much for your attendance.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bye.